Hey guys, we're back.
Yes,
Back. This is episode 6 of Mahogany Instinct, and of course we have our girl Tanisha back.
Hey.
And Deidre.
Yes. Yes.
But so today we're gonna let Tanisha start off the show.
Okay, great. So we like to have fun and talk a little crazy, but today we kind of want to be of some help and maybe get some good advice. Now, disclaimer, we are not professionals. So, hey, it is what it is. So, today we want to talk about communication and maybe ways to better communicate in relationships. So, we'll give you, a couple tips on that. So, I'll start off. I think one tip is to actually, if something's on your mind, something's bothering you that you want to talk about, to pick a time to talk about it. So that way you can be in a good space. Mm-hmm. You can make sure like nobody's around. Maybe that gives you time to cool off if you were angry. So I think that is a good tip on ways to communicate. What do you guys think?
I think that's a good tip. Yeah, but it's hard to know when a good time is.
Whatever.
First of all, I'm going to start off with what time is best for me.
And then work from there.
Yeah. I mean, like, are you available this day? Do you go into the time too?
I mean, yeah. Whatever. And it doesn't have to be like super, formal or scheduled. But because sometimes that you need that give you some time to maybe write some stuff down.
Okay.
That you want to get off your chest. Mm-hmm.
No, I definitely think not addressing the situation initially when you get mad.
Yeah.
So I think saying, hey, I need to talk to you about something.
Later on down the line.
Or like on this day, like, cause then you don't want to, they might be doing something on their day. I mean, you just want to make sure, I feel like try to both in the space to know that we got to talk about something serious. So I think that's a good tip.
Right.
But Nikita,
you got anything?
No, I'm just saying I don't know, because I've tried to do that before, like set out a time and kind of write down my thoughts and stuff. And like, if you have a person that is not willing to take that in, that's just like talking to a wall. You can set up that time, but both parties have to be prepared to take something in or speak on the subject.
Well, and that is good. And actually, that would be like another tip is, make sure that you are like actively listening. Make sure that your body language is that you are engaged with the person, so they know that you're taking it serious if someone's talking to you.
Yeah.
So that actually is like, you need to.
Yeah,
you need to be wanting to hear it.
You gotta be able to take it in, because if you texting or you watching TV or you're talking to this person, you're not listening to what I'm saying, because you're not taking the conversation serious at that point. That's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be a person that's willing to take that in and work on whatever you're trying to talk about. But like, sometimes you can talk to you blue in the face and nothing ever happens or changes. They can act like they listening. Hell, I act like I listen to a lot of stuff, but I don't. I'm like, what I need to go get from the grocery store.
So,
in my head, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, not even
engaged, because I might have something going on mentally with me, or dealing with trying to work through my day, and it might not be the time. But
that's what you have to work on. It's not just like communicating with people; it's also being able, because that's part of communication. So like, I'll do that too. First of all, I'm horrible about jumping subjects.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, you have to really be engaged, and you have to be like, okay, let me not think about what I need from the grocery store. Let me be intent in my listening or whatever. But you said something else too that was good. Don't try to communicate with somebody through a text message.
Yeah. That's another tip too.
Face to face.
Please do, because if you write me a long poem, story, mini series, I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out, because you could have came. No, for real, because you could have came to me and said, "Okay, well, we need to talk." Don't do that shit.
Now, let me also say though, interject, because I feel like I'm a great, not a great writer, but like I can communicate my feelings well when I write them down. Mm-hmm. But I do agree, like I don't need to be sliding, no. if I'm not communicated to you. But for those that are out there that need to get it out on paper or just write it down just to get it out so that you can compartmentalize like what you're really feeling. Because sometimes I think you can initially address a situation, but like you, I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm all over the place.
Right.
But let me know this point. Okay, let's stay here, then we're gonna move on to the other
So
point.
that's what I was saying. So that way you write down your feelings and then you schedule your time. You got your little piece of notebook paper or whatever.
So
And
what
I
do
know
you-
it sounds really silly.
Because I did that before. But what do you, when you go with that notebook paper and that person is not ready to receive that shit, then what?
So that's almost a tip number 3 real quick. Cause she gave you 2 and 1 if you didn't notice. You said schedule the time, but not only schedule it, write it down.
Yep.
So, I mean, if they're not ready to receive it, I guess they're not a good communicator. I mean,
And
I don't
then,
know.
and then that goes to a whole nother subject because do I really want to be
With
in
somebody.
a relationship with somebody that I cannot communicate with effectively?
So then let me ask you, Nikita, would you prefer for someone to, they just found out some information on the phone, they immediately hang up and call you, you at work, but they hot, they live it like, what's up, what's going on? Or to text you and say, hey, I need to talk to you about something. Are you free later? You want to hear it right
Go
there.
on and call me and get it over with. Because the later when you sitting them, I want to talk to you text.
What
Shit
that
be
say?
like, oh, my stomach hurts.
What I do? What
Let me try back. Look, I went to Walmart yesterday, and then after Walmart, you be trying to backtrack your step. It's the phone call at 3. You don't have a nervous breakdown at 12:30.
Yeah,
Because you worried about
Okay.
what's going on, you know, what the conversation. Go on and tell me. Go on and just, and I don't care if it's, I don't want to be with you, bitch. I got another bitch. Don't say, at 3 o'clock, I want you to call me and meet me at my house. Because I really want to talk. You got something? Because that's when I'm really going to just go crazy.
Your mind gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just tell me then. I'm
That's
not
good to know.
So I will say this too. If you are angry and you just have to get it off your chest, try your best not to be angry. I know that sounds crazy, but like, I'm mad about something. If you calling and going off immediately, then that person is automatically gonna be on the defensive, and they're not gonna hear anything you say.
It's going to sound like Charlie Brown.
They're
They're
not
going to be thinking, I'm got to kick his
So
up her
yeah,
ass.
we gotta eliminate them you statements.
Yeah.
I sound real generic, y'all, but this is for real. You have to eliminate them you statements. Like, you don't do this. You need to take out the trash. Yeah, you know.
No.
When it could be like, I would appreciate it if when you got home, you know, and you wouldn't mind to take out the trash.
That was tip number 4. Eliminate the you statement.
Eliminate them you don't play the blame game. Just communicate how you feeling, what makes you, what's hurting you or what's making you upset, and try to do it without, you know, all that anger in your tone.
So
That's hard.
It's hard.
That's hard.
It's hard.
It is.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give you a prime example. If somebody called you at your job and said, just flat out lie, somebody done told them a lie about you. So, oh, well, I think Tanisha this, net, and you should have told me if you wanted to move on, and can you talk without being mad?
Let me tell you, I've been working on it.
Okay, so we on the same level because
I've really been working on it because I've been in some toxic relationships. So where when you arguing, it's not even it's who trying to hurt the person
feeling
worse, right? So he'll say something about my mama, and I'm talking about your granny. You know, whatever you say, I'm gonna say something, and that's just so toxic.
Yeah.
And one of those relationships, they were like a real narcissist.
Oh,
And
girl.
I have learned that to handle a narcissist, you cannot be predictable in your emotions. So whenever he would try to cut me deep, okay,
you got to take your power back from them.
you got to take your power back.
Oh, I done dated a narcissist. A couple of them.
Okay, that's fine. That's how you feel.
Yep.
I'm
Hello, goodbye.
and hang the phone up.
Yeah, but you can't get all rah because for one, that's what they want.
Cause they
That's
want you.
So in dealing with that person, it helped me not like be able to like check myself for a second. Like somebody calling me, my first initial thing is your mama a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, but now I realize like that nobody's getting me where I'm not hearing them, they not hearing me. We just trying to hurt each other. And so, girl, it's stressful.
No, listen. Them are like the hardest people to be in a relationship with. They will break your spirit literally on purpose.
On purpose.
To rebuild you and break your ass back down. I'm telling you, men like that, they ain't nothing to play with. They'll have you a whole nutcase out here and they'll be going about their business.
Mess up your friendships, your relationships with your family. It's horrible, man. And then, like you said, you'll be out here thinking something wrong with you. Like,
and it be them.
They be
toxic
and
as hell.
They thrive in it.
Oh, yeah. And if you don't, I know we kind of got our subject, but
that's okay.
This is a subject that need to be talked about because a lot of these men don't know that's what they're dealing with. That control, and I want to be the puppet master, and you got to bow down to me. And so many women have been so accustomed to going along with that shit, they don't see it as that person got a problem.
So it gives some signs of a guy who is a narcissist. Like, I know you said the control thing. Okay, what might that look like?
So I know for sure, like they're always wanting to be seen. They're attention seekers. They want to be flashy. They want to be the talk. They also want to be the person that learns your little points that get to you, the little weak spots in you, and they'll use it against you. I don't give a damn if it's okay. I'm just gonna give you an example. I like my legs, but I'm just saying if it was somebody I don't like my legs, like Deidre, in the middle of an argument, they'll be like, bitch, them ugly ass legs, and they'll fuck with your self-esteem so that you feel bad about yourself, and then you fall right back in that trap, and then it goes from that to, oh, well, I'm sorry, I was saying it because I was mad, to, oh, well, let's go back here and do this, and then this makes it better, and then we repeat this cycle. No, sir. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that it's a cycle, and you know what, too, Tanika, like, and Deidre, I know, too, a lot of the men that are like that are very promiscuous. They fuck with so many females
because they
have so many that fuel.
They need that fuel. They need, like you said, they need that attention.
I'm telling you, if they can't get it from you, they gonna go to her. They can't get it. Oh, well, Tanisha, I'm gonna call Nikita. Nikita won't give me some attention. Oh, yeah, I can. No, take your mother issue, having ass, and go get some mental help.
Right. Though, when I saw it had huge.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, what did she do with you?
Mother issue.
How do you hate women? Yeah. And it's really sad. And like, they only care about their issues.
Yeah. And you can be talking to them, and they'll be like, in their mind, girl, if you don't get the hell out of my face, I don't want to hear that shit. But let them go through stuff, and the world supposed to stop.
Amen. Yep.
And you supposed to bow down to them and cater to them until they get better. And once you build them back up, they'll start mistreating you. Not gonna happen. So don't come my way with that bullshit or nobody on this porch. Period. Cause no, we not doing it no more. If we did it in the past, we not doing it shit again.
Exactly.
So that's why we trying to help everybody, ourselves and everybody.
Dealing with a narcissist help me try to rise above, because I was just like, how can you talk to somebody like that and don't care? And almost like they relish in seeing you cry. Like that they had that power to make you cry. Like, oh yeah, I got her. So we went off.
No, we went off, but we got to be sad because it's probably some females now that are dealing with men like this, and they don't know what they're in. You get so wrapped up in this cycle that you get blinded to what's in front of you, and you be in a fall. Until somebody be like,
like, let me tell you, control does not equal love.
Nope.
That is not love.
Well, that's
not what communication is.
Well, that's a
because they think, oh, he didn't want me to do this, or he said this. That's not cute.
That's controlling.
That's controlling. And that's abuse.
oh girl, I can't go outside after 5. My man,
Yeah.
girl, he's so jealous. No, bitch, he's controlling you.
Yeah.
And you don't see that. You so blinded thinking, oh, this is what love looks like. Love don't look like it. Love is not controlling at all. Until people realize that they're going to be in the fog like I once was.
Yeah.
Girl.
Like, no, it's not going to happen.
I hope y'all got all that good information, juicy
Okay.
information that just was laid out before you right there.
Look, we done got man.
When the word comes to you, it comes to you.
Hey, however you feel led. But, okay, so back on communication, too, I guess, Nikita, do you have a tip for how to communicate? Well, being honest. You gotta
Honesty
in communication.
Okay, so honesty is always going to be like number one for me in a relationship. But how honest do you have to be up front? How honest do you feel you have to be when you start dating with somebody up front? How
So do
honest?
you mean like how many partners you done had, or you dating somebody else? You mean that type of
Yes.
honesty? Girl.
Okay, so on your first date, how honest are you going to be with that person about any aspect or part of your life? How honest are you going to really be? And how transparent are you going to be with that person initially?
So for me, first it depends. It depends on that connection that you have. For me, because sometimes first date is you just filling out. You at a very nice public place. Sometimes it might be other people with you or whatever. So in that case, then it's very superficial. It's some people that I just felt a connection to, and we have first night talk for hours about everything. Like fears, desires, stuff that I probably shouldn't have told, and probably they shouldn't have told me. So to me, it's a C by C, it's a basis thing. I can't give a definitive answer. So what do you think?
I agree with that as far as a definitive answer. I mean, to me, I think a goal would be to be as honest with a person as you can. Now, I guess I can't talk about the first date because, I think I would be trying to feel that person out. See, maybe within a month or two, maybe I'll start opening up more, which kind of went to one of the other questions that you had.
And is it like you're going to be upfront, or if they ask you a question? Because I'm not very forthcoming, and it's not like on purpose.
Yeah.
But I like to listen to people. I mean, I can talk, but I can talk about anything. So, but if you ask me something, it's not too often that I won't share unless it's just super personal.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, there will be a time where you feel, if you have your intention of wanting to be honest, I mean, that's the first part of it. Like, you want to be honest. Now, if you want to go into the relationship and feel like you can't be honest with that person, then that's different, because I don't feel like a lot of information comes out initially up front, but as you continue to grow together, you feel more comfortable with, and I don't want to say like letting them know who you are, like I feel like keeping a part of you, but it might be something that you never, maybe you were, sexually abused as a kid, that you might not want to tell nobody that on the first date. But, eventually as y'all get to know each other, you let them know that information about them. But to be honest about it would be good. But I think I was meaning honesty too, in like, being upfront with situations or confronted about a situation.
Instead of truth.
I'm gonna need you to, because I feel like I can handle the situation better if I'm kind of knowing what it is up front. Well, not up front, but like, well, like if I ask you about it and you tell me exactly what happened, then I can feel like I can make a better decision moving forward, as far as maybe like lying about a situation, and then you like, I don't really know if that's true or not.
Okay.
I'm just taking it all in.
So is that in closing up communication?
If you got any tips, any other tips on communication? think
So, short little recap. So, if you can, try to set a time, face to face. Try not to communicate angry, but if you have to, don't use you statements. Be honest and actively listen.
Yep.
Bam.
Boom.
What we got next, y'all?
I'm just going back to, and make sure you are dating
Narcissists.
Please don't.
That was a bonus tip.
That's amazing.
Red flag. If you see any of the times that we just went on this rant about, run, girl. No, for real, because we got in our feelings.
Hey, girl, I've been there.
But I mean, women need to know. I mean, and that's why I kind of asked, what are those signs? Because you can say that and say, oh, somebody's controlling, but they don't really know, like, what could controlling look like other than, like, okay, yeah, I want you here at 9. But no, it might be telling, like, really poking something at you that they know is going to hurt you. Like, it could look differently.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we're also going to talk about next, being submissive. Nikita?
Yes. Okay, so we said submissive if it's what did it have something?
What
with
does
ego?
being submissive look
so-
like?
Okay, yeah. That's what it is.
If you are an independent woman, how can you be submissive, or should you even be submissive?
That's the question.
In what circumstances do you need to be?
In
submissive?
what circumstances? All of that.
So
That ain't just a
I know Nikita got a word. I know she got a word for
I
us.
don't feel like you should be submissive to anyone unless it's your husband, and it's not submissive to the point where you don't have no say so, but the man is the head of household, so you're gonna kind of be submissive to the decisions that he makes. You might go along with it. You might have your own opinion about it, but as long as you still have yourself and your opinion about stuff, that's totally cool. The only other time I feel like you be submissive is you're doing some kinky shit and y'all on that level. Other than that, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, no. You should not.
Well, let me ask you, do you think it's harder, because women nowadays, like, you have your own place, your own car, your own job, like, do you think it makes it harder? Even in a marriage, you think it makes it harder to be submissive?
Yeah, because you give up a lot. Like, with you being, living by yourself, having your own everything, you're not going to want to feel the need to bow down to nobody. You're like, oh, no, I'm not going to be able to do that, sir.
Yeah,
I can't. No, I can't do it because I got my own shit.
Right. And I technically don't need you.
That's it. I'm just entertaining you.
Well, I mean, but then I think too, though, some women, like, you can look towards that. Like, you can be independent, you can have your own stuff, make your money that you make, go to work, but you still